Permission to come aboard, matey. These were not my intentions. I'm going to have to push off of Captain Trey. Not a bad spot to be though. Hang out here in the shade. Oh, it's kind of ripping out of there too. Oh man. Good morning. It's like 11:30 right now, and we're about to head to Home Depot to get some stuff for the trailer, and then we're gonna put the boat on the water for the maiden voyage. I've been so excited for this day. Like, it's not even the best day. We maybe have an hour and a half until some rain starts to hit us, but there's not really any wind, so we might actually be able to see what the Suzuki 50 can put out. We finished the boat yesterday. I'm just head over heels for this boat. I've been staring at it all night. I was working in the garage on some trolling motor stuff last night, and I just kept staring at it in the parking lot. I'm just stoked to go put this on the water, but the bunks back here, it's probably because I moved the boat up to be able to fit it in my garage, but where the boat is resting, it cracked the 2x4s back here. But maybe it was like that before because there's a ratchet strap on it that honestly I didn't notice when I was buying it. But I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get a couple 2x4s, and when I get to the boat ramp, I'm going to drop the boat in the water and then come and do some trailer work. So I'm excited about that. I love doing work over at the marina. It's always nice to have like a change of scenery when you're turning wrenches. But I mean, other than that, I'm bringing a bunch of extra stuff so that we're like prepared for everything. I'm even bringing an extra deep cycle battery, bringing a bunch of tools, like a bunch of hand tools, nothing we need power for. So even if we have to work on something at the sandbar, we should be okay. I don't want to jinx anything. No bananas on the boat for this maiden voyage. But yeah, we're about to get after it. Yeah, that's about it. I'll check back in over at Home Depot. At some point, I need to get some transom ties and install some like hooks on the back of the boat so I can use transom ties. But for now, I'm gonna hit Harbor Freight and grab a black ratchet strap. I can't find another place that has an affordable black ratchet strap, so Harbor Freight it is. Also, I just wanted to say that this channel is all about like 100% transparency. So with like maiden voyage videos and everything, I'm not gonna touch the boat off of camera. So if anything squirrely happens, if anything weird happens, I'm gonna let you guys know 100%. Like, I'm not only gonna post this if everything goes well. I want you guys to see every part of this whole thing. So obviously crossing my fingers that things go well. But if anything is a little bit off, you will know about it for sure. I'm honestly surprised that Harbor Freight doesn't just sell 2x4s also, because this could just be the one-stop shop today, but they do have the notorious black ratchet strap. Boy, if I didn't have heart failure, if I wasn't on the DASH diet, that smelled good. I feel like I just got some extra calories just through the old sniffer. These are for surfboards or kayaks or something, but I always use them for 2x4s. I mean, technically, I buy them to cover stuff up, but I do use them for 2x4s and stuff, so works great. It also has a strap that's for holding your surfboard down to it, but I rarely ever use that. I like to keep it looking nice and neat, and I just throw the longest bungee cord of all time across it just to keep it down. The tank was already pretty much full, but I just filled it up all the way. That way I can throw up on the Simrad that we got 13 gallons in there, and we can start messing with some mileage and stuff. So I just stopped at Publix and just to get some stuff for the day. I figured I'd give you a little bit of a rundown of what I got, because things are a little bit different for me, because I have heart failure. So going out to be in the sun all day is a little bit different than normal people, I suppose. So I have to make sure I have an emergency electrolyte. So I'm not going to touch this one. That's going to be back there. And I can only drink half of this, and hopefully that'll suffice me. Because these have 240 milligrams of sodium, but it's 2.5 servings, so it's like close to 500. So I can only have half of that. Waters galore. I have regular waters and some soda waters, like just in case we get stuck out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? We got raspberries just in case. I picked these up, and also kind of like a just in case thing. I looked on the back and they only have 10 milligrams of sodium, so that is a safe option. And then we have a barbell bar that these only have 80 milligrams of sodium, so we should be all right out there. But worst case scenario, we have some backup electrolytes and some snacks that aren't gonna send us to the ER. I typically cook everything that I eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A lot of fruits, a lot of 100% whole wheats, avocados, berries, ground turkey for dinner. I usually cook all the time, but when I'm out and about like this, I kind of have to stick to my safe foods, because I can't just like go to Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? Like tons of sodium, tons of like the wrong oils and everything. If I ever have to resort to picking something up, my heart just tanks for the rest of the day. So I got to stick to some safe foods like this, and it's a little bit of a task, but I'll do what I got to do to stay afloat. I'd love to get my hands on that. Just made it to the ramp. It's super glassy out here. There's like no wind, and it's also really low tide, so hopefully our sandbar's out. I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna put the drain plugs back in and just get everything in order, drop it in the ramp, and then bring the trailer over here and try and find some shade to work on this bad boy. I'm happy we made it here. Very, very, very happy with that. You can see it's just cracking more and more. A little bit of shade over here. You can just see how bad this is. Oh man, is this one on there? Like this one's a little, all right, yeah, this one is what saved us, I feel. Damn. Oh wow, that's crazy. All right, well, time to get to work. I mean, my fault for sure for not seeing this super high vis ratchet strap on the trailer, but I mean, party foul for letting me drive off like this. Like, I still would have bought it. I feel like scissors are such an underrated tool to have in your truck. I've been battling with this ratchet strap. Figure I just cut it. But yeah, imagine if I was like driving home with the new rig and like the bunk snapped and the boat just like starts dragging. That would suck. But we will get this in tip-top shape for the next owner. There's supposed to be 3 bolts, 3 bolts, and 3 bolts. But there were only 2 bolts down the whole thing. Oh man, it actually was all the way snapped. Wow. All right, well, I'm glad we did this project today. Looks like I just got a bunch of screws on the side. Oh, that one's just broken off. One. Broken. Oh, it already fell off. I was about to snap it myself, but I didn't even realize that there was just a piece of 2x4 hanging out over here. All right, well, super spongy, super soft. We got some new wood. I also got a bunch of new screws and just hardware in general. Just feeling around, there's no screws under there. We got 2 screws on this side. And one screw on this side. So this side's a lot better. Turning over this side for the first time. Super soft still for sure, but not cracked anywhere, at least. Definitely a lot stronger. I have the rubber put back on, screwed down. I had to cut these 2 middle sections down to size. That one I messed up just a little bit. That one's all good. Now I'm about to put the bolts in to the bottom. Now, before you go off on me, I got the hardest wood, the most pressure treated wood that I could get at Home Depot that they had. So I'm not sure if it's the best wood, but it's not really a huge concern for me today, because literally the wood was completely broken and this wood is a lot better than what was there. So in the future, this is a super easy job. I'll probably come to the boat ramp again and use the absolute best perfect wood for the job. But this will do the job for a good little while. Not a bad day for a skiff. Not a bad day. All right, back in tip-top shape. So now we can go and enjoy the water. Probably have a few minutes, maybe 45 minutes until the rain gets us, but we're gonna have a blast. I've never turned this motor on in the water. I've only turned it on the hose. So this is gonna be like a true first start for me, at least. Give the ball the old prime. She's tight. She's tight. We're in neutral. See what she does. Uh-oh. Maybe I got the wrong. Not getting any power at all. I would suspect that it's something with the wiring or something. Probably something under here, to be honest. Just because maybe turn accessories on. Oh no, that was just the trim tabs. Okay, I would assume it's something under here that I accidentally unplugged when I was pressure washing. Under here, let me dive in a little bit more. The only thing that I see that is noticeably unplugged is right here, and it does go up. Let's see. It does go up here. Ground wires, these wires. This was the old fish finder. I do see a ground wire that looks to be broken off, but I don't see anywhere that was connected to. It's just interesting because I'm still getting tilt. Maybe something's up with the key, maybe? Key's definitely bent, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. I always had the whole entire battery unplugged when I was spraying anything off and working. Just the whole entire time I had it at the garage, I had the battery unplugged. So I don't suspect there to be any fuses popped. Let's see if I hear anything. No, I don't even hear like clicking or anything. Absolutely zero power going to the motor. I don't suspect there to be anything under the cowling anymore. It's gotta be some type of like like something is just unplugged right here. I don't believe I need to look at anything above here, because through this hole is everything that goes up to the key. Well, is that true? Oh yeah, there's just so many things in here. This is why I don't like to touch wiring. To be fair, I'm just not the best with wires. That's why I'm just looking for anything that is obviously unplugged or looks corroded or anything, but everything looks pretty good. I mean, there's a bunch of like fiberglass dust on this panel up here, but everything seems to be solid. These two wires look to be the power and the transducer to the old fish finder, but it's like all that stuff is up here in this harness. I'm super focused down here. I mean, I don't think there's anything I'm missing. I literally just walked up here to grab a drink, and when I walked back, it beeped. See? And then it like almost... Now I'm super confused. What is going on? Now I have the key in the on position. And I guess I'm just gonna be moving around, I guess, like what is going on? So if I move from this position, am I gonna like not have power? What is going on? Fired right up. That's fantastic. Let's I guess let's see what happens if I move over here. Zero clue. Absolutely, I have no idea what is going on. Forgot the remote to the trolling motor in the truck, so I am going to go get that, because worst case scenario, we got to troll back. I need that remote. I just moved the truck over here as well. It makes more sense. I was parked way over there and just walked the first time. Got the remote. Also, I just want to say that the trailer overall otherwise is in really good condition. I just need to put some trailer lights on there and we'll be all good. All right, so let's see if she's still going. She's still on. I noticed she's dripping water. So I'm gonna rip it out there, see if I can, you know, squeeze out a clog or something. Otherwise, whenever I get back, I'm doing a full service anyway. That'll be the next video. So new impeller, water pump stuff, and we'll dive into that. But I assume it's a clog because even when we had it on the muffs, it was kind of the same deal. We had to like really sandwich, but we'll see. We'll see. At least she started. Maybe I don't turn her off at all until we get back. I went to the front of the boat to put my shoes and stuff up there, and I heard a beep and the motor turned off. So we definitely have a loose ground somewhere, but I mean, started right back up. So interesting. Maybe we get to the sandbar and see what's going on, if we even make it to the sandbar, you know. You can see some tuna with that thing for sure. I'm gonna cruise around here first just to make sure that whoa. Okay, died. Got a little shaky and she died. Like, cause I obviously like hit something or like a bump and it made that ground. Oh man. Whatever. This is how chill I am, you know? This is how chill I am. No big deal. For some reason, it's something about this spot. I don't know if the center console is tipping, you know, a wire is touching the right spot, or if it's something in this back corner. I'm not 100% sure, but I just stood over here and it fired right up. Such a weird, like, silly little issue. At this point, I'm just going for it. I'm confident enough that I can get it running again, like, each time now. So even if it like shuts off a couple times on the way to the sandbar, I'll just hop up and stand back over here, and yeah, I'll hop on plane standing right here, you know. I'll hook the kill switch to the old shorts and see what's going on. All right, idle's great. I mean, the motor's in like great condition. Like, you can tell just how whisper quiet it is. Well, yeah, let's see if I stand over here. What if there's just something with standing versus sitting? Maybe I'm like pinching something. I don't know, man. I don't know. If all goes well and I cruise up to the no wake zone, then next time you see me, I'll be blasted into the sandbar. One more thing before we get out of the no wake zone. I'm glad that this is how it's going, because if it worked the first try and then I got out here, I would be a lot more worried because I wouldn't assume that it had something to do with the wiring off the bat. But now we just know. We know it's something like there's a loose ground, a loose power connection somewhere. So I mean, no big deal. Worst comes to worst, we get out with the I got electrical tape in my bag. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. I got wire strippers, electrical tape, we got crimpers. I got everything in my bag. So we should be all right. I got extra batteries for the trolling motor. Worst comes to worst, we got a troll back here. But I mean, I don't know. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. This like cruising is so smooth. The steering is so smooth. The acceleration was so smooth. I haven't even adjusted the trim tabs or anything, but we're not porpoising at all. Just at like a cruising speed right now. Honestly, I'm a little worried to give it a rip, but let's see. I'd say probably like 3/4 throttle right now. The throttle response is absolutely amazing. I haven't adjusted the trim tabs literally at all. They're just flat. And I'm kind of back down to cruising. And I mean, she's handling well. We got a boat coming our way, so we're gonna hit some wake. And I'll be curious if we lose power from that ground issue whenever we hit the wake. So I'm gonna slow down just because I don't want the motor to just shut off at 20, 25 miles an hour. I'd rather it shut off going like 15 or so, you know what I mean? So we're gonna cruise over, slow down quite a bit, and just hit it at an angle, see if we lose power. Nothing. This is so comfortable right now. Like standing right here, I see the Simrad perfect. The steering is just a dream, dude. I wish you were feeling this right now. Dude, this is the smoothest boat I've ever been on. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the motor or the setup or what it is. This feels so smooth. I'm gonna try sitting down. Okay, we're good. Oh yes, sir. This feels amazing. After all the hard work we put into this, this feels real good. Turning real nice. Oh, dude. I don't know if it's just a good day or what, but this feels amazing. Trolling motor is locked in place. We're not gonna lose that bad boy. Land ahoy! We made it to the Sandbar. I guess technically we're not there yet, but gonna start slowing down, gonna start trimming up, and just hopefully have a graceful landing. Just hit the Sandbar. I don't know if you can see it, but there's straight up a tire right there, ramming everything. Huh. Boys, we have made it to the Sandbar all the way from day one, whenever we picked it up at the homie's backyard. I fantasized about this moment. We made it. We made it. Let me pull it on the shore a little bit more square. It's crazy. The big boy J16 is floating also in inches of water, floating nicely too. Not rubbing anywhere. The water is super clear today. Wish I had a fishing pole. I'd probably go fish the bridge or something. To be honest, I'm just trying to line it up better with this palm tree so I can have that in the background. Dude, I am so happy with this boat. I'm so happy with the wrap. I'm so happy with the motor. I'm so happy with the EVA foam. I'm so happy with the Simrad. I'm so happy with the speakers. They sounded great the whole way here. I'm still new to this though. I'm scared for like the copyright stuff, so I don't know if I can show you how good they are. Maybe I'll look for some non-copyright music or something. But dude, insane ride over here. Probably like one of the smoothest rides on a Carolina skiff I've ever had my whole entire life. I don't know if it's the weight distribution and how it's set up. I don't know if it's the motor. This motor is a dream. Like if you don't have a Suzuki 50 4-stroke on the back of your J16, I fully recommend it. Just in this like few mile ride over here, I fully recommend this Suzuki 50. The Yeti is just at home. I'm very happy with that. Even with the double batteries up here, I mean, that could have a lot to do with the weight distribution. The trolling motor is just so flush. Man, the EVA foam. All right, I need to take a little chill. Probably sit down and have a snack or something. Kill one of those Powerades. What a day. What a day. It's not even the best conditions out here, but I mean, the water is acting correctly. I'm happy that it's just a loose ground somewhere. But once we left the ramp, we haven't had an issue with it. We'll see how it is whenever we try and start it to get out of here. But I never even had to touch the trim tabs. I don't know if you could hear me on the way here, but never even had to adjust. I'm obviously riding solo, and I tried to put everything where it should be to balance out the ride. But like with the electric trim, I mean, I went down all the way, cruising up the speed, kind of lifted it up just a little bit, and we like floated all the way here. So no complaints on my end at all. The rub rail has stood very nicely up against the elements that have been thrown at it today already. This weather strip is absolutely terrible. As soon as I get home, I'm ripping it off. I ordered some pinch weld stuff off of Amazon, and I'm gonna pinch weld it on there, and that'll be perfect. I'm actually gonna go all around. I'm gonna pinch weld back here too, and even the inside of here. I've been looking for stuff to cover this up. I'm not sure what route I want to go, but I'm looking at options for that as we speak. My wife got me a few of these rigs, like SPF protection, or what is it, UPF 50. I don't know where you get these retail, but she got them at Ross, and I just want to say that these are like my favorite shirts now. She got me a couple of these, and I don't know if it's the breathable material within the armpit, but it's been nice out here. I haven't felt too hot. I just took the tee off because I'm about to go for a dip, because the water just seems so inviting right now. I don't know what's going on over here. I'm about to jump on a red or something. Hello. Oh, a bunch of bait fish. Nice. But yeah, do some exploring, eat my raspberries and my little healthy oatmeal bites or whatever. I'll give you a rating on those. I get them at Publix. They look good. Those are so sick. Just like luxury yachts, but they look like battleships straight up. Dude, I'm happy with this boat, man. I never want to get rid of this boat. Like, we're going to Stewart in a couple of weeks on like a fishing trip for a couple of days. We got a big Airbnb, and we're bringing the whole family, and this might be the vessel for that. We're bringing the bigger boat to go a little more crazy, but fishing inshore, dude, I might have to bring this to Stewart. I might not post this for a while, and I might just have fun with it. Like, the wrap is doing well, dude. The wrap is doing well. I know I messed up the registration stickers a little bit. I think you have to have a gap between FL and the rest of the numbers. And then I have to go get it registered, all of that jazz. But here we are. Here we are. How you doing? Very happy, very happy. Lately, I've been looking for cool pieces of driftwood. Pretty sweet. There's a lot of cool driftwood around here. A lot of plastic as well, unfortunately, but a lot of cool stuff around here. With it being dead low tide, hey, that would be dinner, my boy, if we were stranded. Yeah, at dead low, I guess you can just walk all the way to the bridge. That's crazy. Maybe we wouldn't be stranded. Just walk home. This is pretty sweet. A beam, it probably goes 10 feet that way. That would be sick though. Throw a driftwood beam in the house. This is all mud and crusty stuff, but let's just pretend for a second this is clear water and that's coral. the boat has come off the shore. Oh, it's kind of ripping out of there too. Oh man. Oh buddy. There's like a shelf right here too. I would have been swimming if I didn't catch that. Fiberglass repair holding up nice. Happy with that. I've grabbed it a bunch of times today. Let's get you more on here. There you go. Whoa, buddy. All right, I'm gonna crack into these healthy oatmeal bites, pair it with some fresh raspberries. I'm gonna snag the water out of there, leave the Powerade for a big old just in case. All right. Oh, the front deck is just perfect size, dude. Like for the price point, these J16s, I just don't see how you could beat it at all. Also, a little bit of fresh fruit goes a long way with your mental health, with your actual health, everything. On the DASH diet, I've been eating fresh fruit every single day for 124 days now. Every morning for breakfast, I snag a banana and strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries on the plate, and I pair it with 100% whole wheat toast, and I just kind of eat them together. And lunch, I usually eat avocado toast, which is literally just a mushed up avocado on 100% whole wheat toast with some low sodium Lay's chips. There's only 50 milligrams of sodium per serving size, and I snag 2 serving sizes of those chips. That's my lunch every day, with water. And then for dinner, I eat this like patty melt that I guess I created, and I eat it literally every single night. It's half a pound of ground turkey, 93.7 ground turkey, 2 pieces of 100% whole wheat bread, 3 pieces of Swiss cheese, because Swiss cheese is pretty much the only cheese you can have on the DASH diet, and you can have 3 slices per 1 slice of American cheese or provolone or whatever other cheese. Just as far as sodium, this isn't like a low calorie diet. It's literally just to keep your blood pressure low. DASH diet is dietary approach to stop hypertension. So once I got diagnosed with heart failure, I've been keeping my blood pressure super low with this low sodium diet. But yeah, I make a patty melt. I put Duke's mayonnaise on it. The sodium is iffy on the Duke's mayonnaise, but there's no sugar added, so I'm not like snagging a bunch of calories on the mayonnaise at least. Yeah, so I put the bread, mayonnaise side down on the pan, piece of Swiss cheese on the bread, and then I put a patty, and then another piece of Swiss cheese, and then another like quarter-pound patty on top, and top that with the third piece of Swiss cheese and the other piece of bread. And it's great. It's filling. It's basically all the protein that I get in the day. It's not a lot, but it's hard to get big protein out here without eating like a red meat, and trying to keep my calories down while also keeping my like fiber and my micronutrients up with stuff like this. I haven't had anything like this since I started the DASH diet, but I mean, it can't hurt that bad. It's low sodium. I think there's 10 milligrams of sodium per serving size. Let me see how big this serving size is. They covered 1.5 ounces. So I'll probably eat 2 of these just to be safe, and then eat a bunch of raspberries, and then head out of here. Also, I mean, these are pretty good. I just ate one, really good. I rarely get a bunch of like flavor in what I eat, so that's like very, very good. It goes without saying though, I'm not like promoting the food that I eat every day. I literally eat the same 3 things every single day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the last 120 something days. Because obviously at the beginning of this, I was trying other stuff. I was trying little recipes and whatnot, and I tailored it down to the exact 3 things that I could eat on I thought I was bleeding, but that's raspberry. The exact 3 things that I can eat every single day to keep my blood pressure low. And I have a bunch of these things called PVCs. I have a very high burden of those every single day. but with these 3 foods specifically, it keeps my PVCs down a whole lot. Basically palpitations. Usually palpitations are normal, but with right-sided heart failure, I have about thousands and thousands and thousands of palpitations, which are PVCs, every single day. So if all I gotta do is eat these 3 things every day and just shut up and be happy about it, and I'll keep my my PVCs at bay and my blood pressure at bay and my energy levels at like a good baseline, then, you know, I'll do it. But yeah, it's not for everybody. Like I said before, usually I would just be sitting out here solo, like bored. But I feel like I'm hanging out with the homies right now. I'm literally talking straight to the homies. And I'm way less bored, way less lonely. If you don't know, we just had a baby. The wife used to be my skiff companion, but she's at home with the baby most of the time when I'm out here. And baby's not old enough to come on the skiff yet. Dude, whenever the baby can hop on the skiff, every day, dude. But yeah, you guys are my homies now. I said I was gonna eat 2 of these. I killed half. I got a little carried away, but I reckon it's time to head in. The wife's sending me a bunch of cute pictures of the baby, so literally can't get back fast enough and get to the cuddles. Alright, we just left land. All we did was push off, and the current has pretty much done the rest. Now, it's not doing anything. Now I can't even trim up or trim down. So, something going on with the power supply for sure. So I'm gonna key on, and then I'm gonna get under here and just mess around with connections until I hear a beep, hopefully. Or I can get under here and do the same thing. Okay. Alright. I gotta click though. Key on. Nothing. Okay. Interesting. Alright, she died. We lost it. We had it and we lost it. Dude, this is so weird. What is even over here that could... Maybe something like this. I guess whenever I get home, I'm gonna have to dig into this and see what's going on. What I'm going to assume is that I did something whenever I transferred this to the other side. So I guess I'm going to undo everything over here, move the harness back to the other side of the battery, and see if that changes anything. As funny as it is, I literally just stood over here and turned it on from back here, and it fired up nicely. So that's weird. I'm gonna completely undo this whole harness and go through it all completely. because that seems to be the only squirrely thing going on with this boat now. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully, oh yeah, tilt it up, battle this chop a little bit, get back to the boat ramp, and then finish the video. This spot might be cursed, brother. This is exactly where we lost the trolling motor. Literally, exactly right between the channel markers. But it just died. I guess the connection got too poor. Let's go back to this, standing over here. The current is ripping for sure. So, not the best time to get caught up like this, but whatever. Watch, let's see if we hear a beep if I go up here. Kind of give it a shake, a little rock. It's always something. There we go. Get out of this current a little bit. All right, connection, please stay true until we get back to the ramp. Flip a Yui right here. This is also why I absolutely take vessels on like maiden voyages and trips to the Sandbar. Just died again. Because I would never want to sell a boat with like an issue like this, because I never would have known if I didn't put this on the water. So that's what these maiden voyages are for, to you know, figure everything out. I think when I was under there, like moving stuff around and whatnot, I definitely made whatever loose connection more loose, or just broke it completely. But yeah, got some rollers coming in. All right, we're back in action. That whole time I was hearing it beep, but it wouldn't turn on. It was because it was in gear. So I just put it back in neutral and it fired right up. Whisper quiet, super smooth too. I'm gonna try and stay as still as possible and just make it back to the ramp. Having a blast though, and I'm glad you're here. I was just sitting here chilling because it happened again, and I was just like, maybe I test the bilge pump. Maybe I go through all this other stuff and just make sure it all works. Bilge pump works great. Sick. That's great. About to get absolutely drilled. I'm in like, oh yeah. I'm in a bad spot too. Trying to figure this out. I think I figured it out though, so whenever these waves pass by, I think I'll have a bit of an explanation for you guys. Wow, like at least the timing between waves is long enough to not slap over the bow. Whoa, buddy. We're up and running once more. I threw the other battery up here just to see. It keeps happening. It's like I have to, there's something wrong with these leads, because every time I move it around, I brought the other battery up here just to see if it was a battery issue. It's definitely not. Both batteries have about the same charge on them. But every time I like move it in like a weird direction, like see how this is split right here? My first attempt at a fix is just going to be reestablishing all the leads. and then just try to see if that works. All right, so all I did was cut this and shove it in further and re-crimp it. I haven't even put electrical tape on it because I'm not sure that's the 100% fix, but it sure did fire right up. So we're gonna keep trying to cruise on to the, if we make it to the ramp without it shutting off again, then it's definitely that power connection. So I mean, hopefully that is what it is. I should have electric taped it, because every time I let go, it shuts off. But I mean, that's more proof, I guess, that that's what was going on. My connection completely came off, so I'm just doing what I should have done the first time and completely taking it off, and I'm gonna re-crimp it and electric tape it. But dang, I'm getting pushed into Captain Trey. I'm getting like pushed pretty fast over to Captain Trey. So I mean, rats. Good Lord, you know, permission to come aboard, matey. These were not my intentions. I'm going to have to push off of Captain Trey. Not a bad spot to be though. Hang out here in the shade with Captain Trey. This is silly. No, don't. I'm not trying to hit Captain Trey. Should I commandeer? Like, this is so interesting. Truthfully though, I'm not mad about the shade, so I'm kind of trying to just hang out right here. It's been real, Captain Trey. But we're back up and running. Very interesting experience. On the shopping list for the next video, we have to get new leads for everything. I need to get some like something to put the cooler right there in place, like those things that are on all four corners, like a cooler mount. So that'll be up front, I believe. And then what else I don't know. But definitely the leads. We're gonna have to go through all the wiring because this is the fix, but I just want to make sure that everything else is sound and strong connection before we list the boat on the market. But I mean, ever since I reestablished this connection, everything's been good. Made it back to the ramp, and I'm not moving a muscle until we hit that dock. This is how I had to leave the connection. It's so sketchy, but I couldn't uncrimp that wire end terminal connection, so I just basically shoved this in and clamped it down and just kind of rode with it. So it's super sketchy. Also, there's a bunch of like little shavings everywhere. I got to get those up because if you leave them, you'll have a bunch of little hair looking rust stains all over your boat. But yeah, cruising back in. I just can't be happier with this Suzuki and how it ran, like when it was running. Don't blame the Suzuki for the poor wiring. The Suzuki is a workhorse, and just a smooth cat too. Cruising back in, throw it in reverse. How about that? Perfecto. I don't know if you've been noticing throughout the day, but Yeti is not keeping ice. I don't know what's going on. Well, we made it. What a time that was. That was a really good time, I feel. This is atrocious. I can't wait to put that back up there and have it looking clean and neat again. But that'll be a cool project for tomorrow because I'm gonna have that pinch weld and I'll be able to make everything look really good, and I'll be able to sort out this battery issue. Well, it's not a battery issue, it's a wiring issue, sorry. Put that Harbor Freight strap on, a little far back, but I think that's pretty sweet right there. This girl right here, she deserves the stickers now. Like, it's a good running motor. I'm just in love with this boat. It's been a while since I've been like this in love with a boat. I loved the Gnu Classic that we just built. I feel like, you know, it serves a really good purpose. But this boat was just so nice to be on. It was so fun, so stable. You can walk around. A big old front deck to have some snacks on, fish off of. The motor was just so smooth. It was so smooth. The throttle response is perfect. The steering is just like butter. Everything about this boat is becoming one of my favorite skiffs I've ever had. I'm just, the music, the speakers are great. They're super loud, like just as much as you would want them to be. Trolling motor looks great on there. I'm excited to use it. Probably go fish the jetties in a couple of days. So hopefully I see you here for that. But yeah, this was a squirrely one nonetheless. The wiring made it a little, the wiring gave this maiden voyage a little more depth, if that makes sense, and I'm okay with that. This wrap definitely attracts dirt. That'll be fun to clean. Nice and satisfying. But the wrap is, I'm happy with the wrap now. Like, I don't know if it just took me taking a step back and looking at it from a different angle or seeing it at the Sandbar or what, but super happy with how the wrap looks. Yeah, the Yeti served a purpose. The battery didn't move around up there, so that's great. Simrad was super cool. Being able to see our miles per hour and where we're going and whatnot. The depth finder. It'll be nice because I'll be able to take this out looking for the trolling motor the next time I go out there. Probably make it a lot easier for sure. But it is Thursday evening now. That took a while on the water, getting it sorted out, figuring out the issue so we could get back safely. I am about to hop in the truck, cruise home. Like I said earlier, I've been super excited to go share some cuddles with the old the baby and the wife. Like, you can't beat it. Go have a day on the water, go home to the family, sit and edit some videos, hang out, cook dinner. These are sweet. The lines on those are just so sweet. Anywho, I get sidetracked and I start rambling on the end of these videos, but I just can't appreciate you guys enough for, like, especially if you made it to this point of the video, you're a legend for sure. Because this was another long one, with little issues that we had to figure out, and whatever, we got there in the end. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Every like, every comment, everybody that subscribes, views, anything. If you share the video, turn on notifications, literally everything. You guys are so cool for that. Like, life has been so fun now that YouTube has been like a priority and picking up. I'm just having fun every single day. Like, working on boats and posting videos. Oh, this is satisfying. But yeah, as long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep posting videos. The community we're building with this skiff stuff and just boat stuff in general, fishing, everything involved, like, dude, you can't beat it. This community's so cool. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I sit there like all night and I'm just like refreshing. I'm like waiting for somebody to comment so we can just have a little chit chat. But yeah, the next video, we're gonna work out all the kinks with the wiring, do the pinch weld, and you know, have a blast working on boats. I'm really happy with keeping these. I mean, works really well for the ratchet strap. Eventually I'll put on the transom ties, but yeah, I'm not gonna ramble on too long. Excited for the UFC this weekend. Like whenever like Thursday, Friday hits and those UFC embedded videos start coming out, I start getting antsy. UFC honestly is like really amazing, but it hasn't been the same since I can't really go have a good time at Buffalo Wild Wings and smack some boneless chicken. So it's like I kind of just watch them at home and eat my ground turkey patty melt. And it is what it is. Life's still good, dude. Life is still good. Anyways, word vomit, rambling on. But yeah, dude, fun day on the water, maiden voyage. I'll call it a success. I'll call it a success. We got to the Sandbar. We blasted through the no wake zone. We made it back to the marina all in one piece. Hooked it up to the truck. Dude, we're good. That's a success. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Peace.